steroids. What have you made of him?
The cheat.
Answer early. Is Jake Paul natural? No. I can say that with pretty certain confidence in that statement, mainly because, as you heard me mention, I know a lot of the people he trains with and I have heard things.
It's for pain. If I can test you randomly for performance enhancing the next 2 years, and I never got a response on that.
Anthony Joshua reportedly told people that Jake Paul is not fighting naturally. He says Jake may be using bad drugs. Joshua says he does not care how big or strong Jake tries to look, because his own confidence stays very strong. He explains that he is ready, sharp, and fully prepared to get into the ring. AJ believes his experience and good self-control will make the difference no matter what Jake brings to the fight.
Oh, Jake's small, so that makes me confident. Jake's this, so that makes me confident. I'm just focused on myself. I'm confident in myself. Jake could be 10 foot. I'm confident in myself. That's what I'm saying. It's not about how he is. I just really I've got a good team. I've been through ups and downs. I've stood the test of time. I'm passionate. I'm hungry. And I'm still here ready to fight my heart out. So I'm confident in that.
Anthony, not only from the UK, but from...
Jake Paul's growing confidence in the boxing world has made many experienced people doubt him. People who criticize him say that Paul's belief that he can fight someone like Anthony Joshua is not real. Joshua is a very famous and experienced heavy fighter. He has years of training, many big championship fights, and proven strength that Paul has not faced yet. People watching say that Paul's body and playing style suggest he may be using bad drugs or substances. In contrast, Joshua remains completely natural. He shows a mix of size, strength, and skill that is hard to match. This difference has made fans and professionals question if Paul is ready for such a very big challenge.
Is Jake Paul natural? No. I can say that with pretty certain confidence in that statement, mainly because, as you heard me mention, I know a lot of the people he trains with and I have heard things. Now let's give Jake the benefit of the doubt, right? He's able to restrain from the peer pressure that everyone's putting on him to hop on these certain compounds. Then that would be cool to train natural, do what he needs to do. But the thing is, his body composition has changed so much, his explosiveness, his power, and yes, that comes with training and time. But I find it very, very suspicious that for some reason, whenever a drug test gets brought up, for instance, when Fury wanted that in the contract, Jake Paul turns them down. So you should think to yourself, it's probably because he's not natural. Now I want to make it clear, I don't care whether Jake Paul is natural or not. There's so many people that aren't natural that are in combat sports. In fact, Tyron Woodley probably is also not natural. Everyone wants that little edge over their competition, and that's where drugs and anabolics come into play. There's certain compounds that are out there that just increase your explosiveness immensely, your recovery, so that you can stay in the same weight class, which is very important for combat sports, whether that's boxing, UFC, whatever type of combat sport you're doing. So that is why you guys have seen so much improvement from Jake Paul. Of course, he has a great circle around him, great trainers, great coaches, a great regimen, but definitely anabolics play a very fundamental role in that. They allow him to train as hard as he does. They allow him to increase his power and speed. And of course, when you think of those concepts, that's essentially the recipe to...
Deontay Wilder has made people think that the honesty of the match is in doubt. He says that the paper agreements could decide who wins. According to Wilder, this fight might be like past show fights, where fun and money sometimes become more important than just the honest competition. He suggests that whoever is wanted to win in the agreement will win. This makes people doubt if the result will be won only by skill and planning. This idea has made the boxing community argue more. Fans are thinking if Paul's fast rise is helped by agreements instead of only his athletic skill.
And they asked Deontay Wilder, who does he think will win the fight? And he said, whatever's in the contract for the person to win, that's who will win. And let me counterpunch. What Wilder is saying is what a lot of people are fearing, right? You know, the Jake Paul FDA that, hey, he has to win each and every fight has been one of those things that has been lingering around in the boxing world. as we seen about Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson seeing him pulling punches or appeared to be pulling punches and not really trying to fight Jake Paul. And I reminded people that it was an exhibition. And despite how it was billed and what Mike promised to do, I think none of those guys were just trying to hurt each other. You know, I think Jake Paul was actually just trying to, just share the ring with a legend. You know what I mean? To be honest, he made sure he won, sure, but, he didn't try to go out of his way to hurt Mike like he did, like he dropped Anderson Silva or he knocked out.
These claims have caused problems, especially because this fight has a lot of money involved. Big fights often have difficult papers and very large money rewards. Wilder's ideas show how these papers might change the results in ways that fans might not see at first. Even though the idea that the winner is chosen beforehand is not agreed on by everyone, it has made viewers and experts think about why this fight is happening. Wade, who is another boxing expert, says Joshua has more benefits over Paul. According to Wade, Joshua's size, experience, and good fighting skill are much better than anything Paul has fought before. Even at a time when Joshua is thought to be older in the sport, his fitness and confidence are still very strong. Wade says that Paul's choice to fight Joshua might be too early. He is not giving enough importance to the strength and smart plans of a boxer who has fought in many big, risky matches. In Wade's opinion, Joshua's proven skills make him a hard person to fight. Paul must deal with both body and mind challenges in this fight.
If, again, in some world that actually happened, boxing in the UK has to die if that happens. Boxing as a whole has to take a look in the mirror if Jake walks out and knocks out Anthony Joshua in the first round. This is why I said AJ has the most pressure maybe on any boxer ever with this fight, because it's not for a world title, but it's essentially for the legitimacy of the sport. Like, without saying it, not because Jake doesn't have actual legitimate, boxing match, nothing like that, but because Jake shouldn't be in a ring with Anthony Joshua ever in his career. From when he started to what he is right now, Jake has not shown the skill, the ability yet to be in a ring with any former champion that's still in the game at heavyweight. So he's able to not only go in there, I said survive more than 3 rounds, but knock AJ out? Dude, the sport will have to drop a nuclear bomb on the sport, all of it.
I'm honored to be here. I'm happy to be here. I think December 19th is going to be crazy, though. I think the center's going to be like buzzing, just crazy energy in that room. I think it's going to be really good. So now, remember, I took a year out of the game to refresh because I was just piling on more and more baggage. I just feel fresh. I feel rejuvenated. It wasn't like I took the year out in vain. I had a purpose, and now I'm just living. No, you look fresh. I feel good, man. I feel good. I've been training hard. I'm close to the weight that I need to be at for the fight. I feel good. He's done me a favor. Walking around bulky and heavy. I feel quick. I feel amazing. So I'm looking forward to the fight.
Oh no, dude, the weight's gonna backfire now too. That's what you're telling me? You're telling me that Jake having AJ cut the weight down to 245 is actually gonna make him more of a machine? It's gonna help his gas tank. It's gonna help him be lighter and quicker on his feet. The things that Jake said he's not. It's gonna help him feel more loose and not as stiff. Fuck! Backfiring again, everything. Damn, dude, because he's already a big guy, and that makes sense. One of the things that you naturally do in a boxing camp is lose weight by doing cardio and obviously training and sparring and everything. But now all you're doing is having AJ get in better shape because he's just gonna run more. He's already on weight, apparently. By the way, this him saying this all was from a video 3.5 weeks ago. But when you go to AJ's Twitter, this is December 4th.
Joe Rogan has shared strong ideas about whether Paul's plan can really work. Rogan says that even an older Joshua is still in the best shape. He keeps his confidence and moves easily in the ring. He says that Paul's boxing style works well against players who are less experienced, but it may not be good against a very experienced heavy fighter. Rogan notes that Joshua's experience in big fights, his smart plans, and his ability to handle pressure make him a scary enemy. He questions if Paul's choice to fight now is good for his long-term career growth. He suggests that it could cause big problems if Paul does not think the fight will be hard enough. Rogan's idea also talks about the mind pressure of fighting a top player. He explains that being mentally strong is as important as being physically fit. Joshua's champion mind gives him an advantage in hard situations. For Paul, whose past enemies were not as skilled, entering this fight could be a very big and difficult test.
Used to be. This is a 34-year-old Anthony Joshua. This is a terrifying human being. Terrifying. Again, a guy who survived Usyk twice. You know, you saw what Usyk did to Dubois. You see Usyk take out Dubois. Did you see that? I mean, that's the Usyk you're talking about. There's an Usyk that rocked Tyson Fury, who's fucking 6'9".
So Jake Paul's 6'1" versus 6'6" Anthony Joshua. Jake weighed in for the Tyson fight at 199. Joshua against Ngannou was 252.
6'6". Just not just 6'6", but 6'6", and knows how to use every fucking inch of it. Knows how to keep that stick in your face. He was keep that jab in his face, and that right hand, if it hits you, you're fucked. And he's not worried about you the way he's worried about Usyk. You can't move like Usyk. You can't constantly be frustrating and overloading his nervous system. Usyk is overloading every aspect of your senses at every moment. He's constantly moving, and then punches are coming, and he loops punches around your guard, and he's constantly shifting his feet, and you think he's going to be there, and he's over here, and it's like this overload of thinking. It's not a casual, relaxed fight where you can kind of move around and get your groove and he's going to stay on the outside and you're going to... No, it's just constant. He survived that guy twice. He survived, in my opinion, the most skillful heavyweight of all time. Twice. And you're going to go box him? And the toughest guy you fought before was 40 years old Anderson Silva? That was the toughest guy so far you fought? You've lost to Tommy Fury, who's a very good boxer, but this is a giant Olympic gold medalist heavyweight. I mean, Anthony Joshua is fucking
Here's
terrifying.
the thing that nightmares are made of.
And he's got that one-punch nuke.
Frank Smith points out Paul's public idea about Joshua. Paul thinks Joshua is easy to hurt or can be knocked out easily. Smith suggests that this idea may not be true because Joshua has shown he is strong and can last long through his career. While Paul's confidence might be liked by fans who want excitement, Smith warns that thinking less of a fighter as good as Joshua is dangerous. The first round especially could be very important. There is a chance for fast punches and quick knockdowns. Smith thinks the start will be fun, but he means that the fun does not promise that Paul will win against an experienced champion. Smith's comments show that big boxing matches are hard to guess. Even a fighter who seems too confident can create surprising moments. But keeping up that good play against a better opponent is a totally different hard task.
Safety, Frank, being pushed for entertainment purposes here.
No, look, obviously, we are in a dangerous sport. We have to accept that. And obviously, the people looking after Jake Paul, if I was managing or promoting Jake Paul, would I say this is the right move for Jake Paul? Probably not, being completely honest with you. But he's put himself in a position, you know, was Jake Paul Mike Tyson a sensible thing to do? To, you know, a 58-year-old man or 60, I'm not sure what Mike is, but was that sensible? Probably not, and I would have said that at the time, but it's the world we live in now. And the reality is, a lot of...
Sean Jones talks about Tyson Fury's surprising announcement that he will bet $1 million on Jake Paul to beat Joshua. This brave action has made fans and experts curious. Jones notes that it is very unusual for a top boxer to openly support an internet fighter with so much confidence. This brings up questions about what Fury thinks or what secret information he might have. Fury's bet, according to Jones, may show that he sees Paul's potential, but it also makes people guess about why he is supporting him with such a big bet. Jones's talk looks at how famous people affect modern boxing. Fury's public support gives Paul a sense of being real and creates excitement. This may change how the public sees the fight. However, Jones warns that this confidence does not mean Paul is sure to win. The analysis highlights how planning, fan excitement, and betting culture mix together to shape what people expect from big fights. Fury's bet reminds everyone how outside things can change the story around a fight.
Tyson Fury said that he's going to put $1 million on Jake Paul to win.
If Jake Paul fights Anthony Joshua, I'm putting £1 million on Jake Paul. I want some free money.
I mean, does Tyson know something that we don't know? Maybe I might put $1,000 on Jake Paul to win. If the odds are good, it could pay for me Dubai trip.
I, Jake Joseph Paul, will knock out, defeat, and embarrass Anthony Joshua Friday, December 19th. USA versus UK. He's got the belts, the size, the history, but I have the balls.
Come on, let's go UK. Let's knock him out, Joshua. Come on. I've got some basic details about this fight. It's going to be 8 3-minute rounds, 10-ounce gloves. It's not an exhibition fight. It's an actual professional heavyweight bout. But there's a key stipulation here. Anthony Joshua is not allowed to weigh more than 245 pounds. So that is 111 kilos at the weigh-in. Now, Joshua usually fights between 251, 252 pounds. Jake Paul's expected to weigh about 225, 230 pounds. So expect Jake to look the biggest he's ever looked, which could drastically affect his cardio if Joshua did want to drag this out a little bit into like the 4th, 5th, 6th round. A big question is, will Jake be able to last that long and be able to carry that power that he usually has in the first couple of rounds over into those later rounds? So far, there's no other weird stipulations I could find, like rehydration clauses, but I would not be surprised if Jake and his team implement that into this fight, just to put another advantage on Jake Paul's side. So there you go, guys. The fight is actually official. I've just found a caveat. While the bout is confirmed, occasionally in boxing, confirmed means the contract is public or press announcement made, but final sanctioning from the Athletic Commission is still awaiting approval, and there might still be a few moving parts here, but so far, so good. Joshua's posted it, Jake's posted it, Netflix have posted it, so I think we're 90.
Derek Chisora gives an idea about the bigger results of this fight. He says that Joshua has a clear benefit and will probably beat Paul easily in the ring. Chisora also says that the money part of the fight makes other boxers jealous, because Joshua is getting a very large amount of money just for fighting. Chisora points out that the fight is in some ways easy money for Joshua. This shows the business side of modern boxing, where being famous can be as important as being a good athlete and getting chances and big payments. Chisora's idea shows the tensions in the boxing world about big crossover fights. While some people say that Paul is mostly there for entertainment, others agree that the money benefits are very big. By saying that Joshua's fighting is smart and earns a lot of money, Chisora explains the complex reasons for the fight. This idea reminds fans that boxing is not only a sport, but also an entertainment business where public interest, media attention, and money rewards change decisions.
So that kid, man, he's very good at promoting everything he does.
Derek, do you reckon there's a bit of jealousy from other boxers and even like pundits flying around as well? Because even since it's been announced last night and today,
I know the biggest jealousy pundit you guys have, and that is Simon Jordan. I'm telling you right now, Simon Jordan right now, he must be suffering inside and out right now, because he knows Eddie's making money, Anthony Josh's making money, so he is dying right now, Simon Jordan.
Look, Derek, I know you say it's entertainment and there'll be a massive audience, but is there an element of danger as well? Look, AJ's a former world champion, and this is a guy, you know, the best he's been in with is Tommy Fury.
Listen, he don't really care. In the boxing ring, it's the only place you can murder somebody and not go to jail. So, kudos to that. So if he gets beaten up and something happens, it's part of the game.
Well, I'm not sure that's a game that people will want to see, though.
Is it a real fight, though? Is this going to be a proper fight? You will know more than most.
Mate, let me tell you something. For how much they're getting paid, about much 177 million, whatever, and they're splitting down the middle. So I hope it's not a game, because I want to see some blood. I want to see somebody's teeth falling out. So I told Anthony, I already messaged Anthony. I said, listen, I tell you what, I said to AJ, if this goes past 5 rounds, everybody's gonna be having a go at you, because you can't go past 5 rounds with this kid. He has to go past 1 round or 2 rounds. Past beyond 4 or 5 rounds, you know, people are gonna be doubting you as a fighter himself. So he has to smoke him out like what he did Francis Ngannou in Saudi Arabia in 1 round.
Yeah, and I think you're dead right. Is he worried about that? Is he worried about what happens, you know, if he doesn't see him off in the first round or the second round?
No, he's not worried about it. He's going to smoke this guy out. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to smoke this guy out properly. I'll be there. He's going to smoke him. I can't wait.
Theoretically, if he comes out swinging, right, AJ should be able to get it done in are we talking 30 seconds if AJ is giving it everything he's got?
Listen, if AJ comes in there and just blows on this kid, he's gonna just drop him to the floor. So I don't really. I'm just wasting money going to Miami, because I know it's gonna be finished in 1 round. So don't know.
Are you gonna go?
Oh yeah.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned. Until next time, stay sharp.